So Pride at the Pier is a relatively new organization. They've only been around since 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, were you involved in anything, any other activism, or is this the first time you've got involved?
Well, I was involved in a lot as a follower. When I was in high school, we had, a conflict within the high school environment. And I, had a whole bunch of petitions and got folks to come to a school board meeting at my local school board, and got folks to go up to the podium and speak as a high school student. And I think, ironically, that experience, while it's much less flashy and it was not something that would ever make the news today. You're not going to hear about small school board disagreements on CNN, but that experience was more formative to the work that we do with Pride at the Pier than some of the other, large marches and rallies and whatnot that I had attended. I will say, I think part of the reason that things are different for me now is that because I'm trans, and I had never really before been in a situation where I was the main target of something. Situation, even the Women's March, right? Like, of course, as a transgender man, right? I have a uterus, and I had not transitioned at that time, so of course these things matter to me, but it wasn't direct in the same way. And I think when we started the work with Pride at the Pier, that was the first time that I had been involved in civic action, going to these city council meetings where I saw people looking at me with a level of hatred that I had never truly seen before. Having people call you slurs, having people make, deeply inappropriate comments about your body, having people call you a pedophile. These are all, incredibly, incredibly upsetting things.